Hello, young people. Today we are doing your first assignment for e-learning. And here's what I've got. I've got some rubber bands. Okay, put them on my workstation over here. Luckily, I found a bunch of rubber bands, and then my daughter came, found a whole nother bag of rubber bands that we have. So all you need to do this at-home mask is you need some fabric, some material, and you need 2 rubber bands. I am wearing my scrubs for this video, but I do want to be clear when I say I am not a medical professional. I have never taken a class related to medicine, I don't believe. I got a C in chemistry in high school, so I'm not the guy you want to talk to if you have a real medical question, but I'm just pretending to be one. I'm acting, right? And I'm going to show you the materials I have here. So I was watching a show the other morning, which I think is a sad show. It's called The Today Show. A lot of older people watch The Today Show, and it's horribly depressing. And it's on every morning, and it's on for like 4 hours. And all they do is tell you all bad, terrible stuff that's happening in the world. And then they have like one uplifting story. And they have some commercials, and they're like, hey, here's the cheap stuff you can buy. But I just happened to have it on. It was on, and they were doing a little section about making your own mask. So I thought, that's a pretty cool project. Now, the masks they were making, I think they were out of something like a handkerchief or a bandana, if you will. But I decided, you know, I actually had 2 bandanas here, and I found them, but I figured, you know, everybody may not have a bandana, so I used some other stuff too. My wife has this old scarf. It was from St. Patrick's Day, you know, and she doesn't really need this, so we could turn it into a mask if we wanted to. Also have some of the reusable grocery bags. We have a bunch of these, and we don't use them all the time, and so we have a bunch of extras. So I cut some of those up as some fabric. That's probably a little too small. And then I was purging today and getting rid of some t-shirts, some old theater t-shirts from my old school, and I thought, hey, I'll use those. And when I was cutting them out, I actually figured out by accident that what if you keep the whole neck part there? Then you might even use that as part of your face shield, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So when I was watching that horribly depressing show, The Today Show, this is how they did it. Turn our lights on here. Move this. They folded it up about so, just a little bit, maybe 3 inches on the top, maybe 3 inches on the bottom. And then they did it again. And they did it again. And then they folded in one time. And that one time, I'm trying to find some rubber bands that will stretch a little bit. That one might stretch a little bit. Hoping to remember this right. The cool thing about doing this e-learning is I've got to do all this stuff with you. Can't just say go do it. I'm going to show you how. Oh, I did it anyway. Got a big horsefly in here with me. I'm going to fold it in again. Right? And when you fold it in again, you might want to just tuck these things in. Can't really remember exactly how they did it. But you're trying to create more layers from your mouth and other people. So that's the first example. It's not super comfy, but if you don't have like an N95 mask at home, like most people don't, it might be something temporary. So that's kind of a poor example. I don't really like that, so I'm going to try something else. Let's see what else I got here. I'm going to use one of my old Alabama Thespian Festival shirts, okay? And I'm going to put this around my neck. But first, I want to fold it up a bit, create some layers to my mask. I'm going to fold that in there. Okay, now let's see what happens. Then I'm going to put this up here. Now, for this one, I'm going to use one of my favorite things, binder clips. I love binder clips. Michaela, can you put this on my head?
I just dropped. Trying to grab it.
I can hold the camera.
I think I got it.
Get it? Okay. Now it's not snug enough, so I'm going to redo it. This one's not working like I want it to, but we're going to keep trying here. Okay. Now that feels okay. Gives me a little bit of protection. The binder clip's not holding super well, but that's okay. So, what I would like you guys to do here is I want you to make your own homemade mask, but with materials that you have at home. I definitely am not asking you to go out and buy anything. We're supposed to be staying at home anyway. I'm going to try it one more time here with this piece of fabric. I'll show you what a stupid old t-shirt this was. Someone gave this to me. I think my wife gave this to me. It says meat sickle, and it has a corn dog on it. And I was cutting this shirt up earlier, and I was like, I've got some corn dogs in the freezer, and I'm trying not to eat as much meat anymore, but, you know, it's a global pandemic, so it's like, you got corn dogs, you might as well eat the corn dogs. You know, I got to eat what's in the fridge, or what's in the freezer. Try this again. I'm folding this guy up. Maybe this one's a little bit more elastic, Michaela, so it might clip behind my head a little better. Oh, I'm doing it backwards. Yep. Yep. Not liking this. Hold on now. We're gonna get it. We'll do some bigger folds. Okay. Oh yeah, this is gonna work better. Okay. And I'm gonna get me a big binder clip this time. And, well, I really need someone to help me on the back. So what I'll do is I'll get someone to help me later, clip it on the back, and that will help me be able to go out. Now, if you just have a bandana and you're like, I'm just gonna cover my mouth up like a cowboy, okay, that's fine too, I think. Like I said, I am not a medical professional, so do not listen to me for medical advice. But you could just kind of double layer a bandana and fold it long way. You got 4 layers there. And could go like this. If you have to go to the grocery store, if you're the person that goes to the grocery store, this might be an option for you. But anyway, your task is to make your own homemade mask and make it so that it'll work and protect you from either giving people the COVID-19 virus or from getting it in case other people have it around you. So it's pretty open-ended. You can make it out of bandanas or handkerchiefs or out of fabric laundry bags. Just make sure, like all of these shirts and the fabric laundry bags, I mean the fabric grocery bags, I wash them all before I use them for my face mask. My younger brother made a really neat one with a sewing machine out of some fabric. But the thicker the fabric is, the more protection it would give you. So find something at home. See if you can make a COVID-19 face mask that you would wear to the grocery store that would offer you some protection, that would easily hook around your ears or hook around your head or connect to you somehow. And then after you do that, you're going to upload it to Google Classroom, and I'll figure out a way for you to upload a picture of you in your mask, and we can look at each other's masks, and that's what we're going to do. So that's going to be your first project assignment for theater, and it is due this Friday, April the 10th, 2020. Okay, thank you.